Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the battlefield. This is your host and caster Jailer, and you're tuned into Toxic Bees Paid League Season 7, where 22 elite squads are locked and loaded to battle it out for glory, fame, and that $50 prize pool. So, we'll be bringing you four explosive matches tonight, starting off with Erangel, Miramar, and Sanhok. And trust me, all of these zone shifts, every nade, every clutch moment will be lit. Capitalize that LIT, all right? So buckle up, gamers. This ain't no casual lobby. This is Toxic B, and it's about to get wild. So first off, we will be dropping off into the classic green bloodbath Erangel, known to be the OG map where legends are born, and you know how literal dreams are crushed when it comes to locations like Pochinki, Rozok, and schools. So will teams opt for central zone dominance or play the edge game? Are we about to see a hot drop war, maybe perhaps around in George Paul, given the plain pathway, and or else would we be able to see any three-man clutches like previously? But one thing's for sure, chaos is coming, and Erangel never disappoints. So let's drop in, guys. We can see a lot of teams are heading towards the southern part already, given that the plain pathway is a left diagonal. I feel like there should be teams heading towards the mid as well, the center position when it comes to Erangel. Right, so we can see a lot of teams are heading towards the southern part. I mean, this is quite unexpected. Feels like, I have a tendency that the zone would most likely shift towards the northern side, but that's just, a probability out of 50%. But we can definitely see there's going to be some early clashes around in Milta Power. Milta, definitely for sure. So let's see who would be able to get the first knock, the first blood bug. This is going to be intense, guys. We can see Milta Power. We've got Team Apex over here, I believe. And we've also see an overview. I think they're not really aware that there's another squad that just landed with them, but let's see who would be able to walk away from the chaos. The first zone has been settled in, guys, and all of the teams, almost all of them, are within the zone's circle. And however, we can see just one team, rather two teams, are outside of the safe zone. So this is going to be an intense moment because it's going to be very, how would I say, a nail biter when it comes to, these teams rotating towards the map because they need to utilize any possible methods to get it. And we can see, guys, the first knock has been settled over here. TLQs are going against, and VE Chris has been taken out. TLQs taken out. Team GG and F, literally 2Ds as well. Now the Miltas fight is just exactly what we're gonna witness. We can see Team 24 over here overlooking into Team 7. And the first knock has been settled in. And did I just see an elimination over here? Yes. Aku has been eliminated out, and we can see three members, however, surviving for Team Anteiku. This is a fight, a brawl between Anteikus and Mavericks. I mean, we obviously have seen so many fights between Mavericks and Team Anteiku in Milta itself. So we can see a rush coming in towards Mavericks as a revive is happening as well. And Jana has been taken out, guys. Vicky, sir, over here. Let's see if he's able to avenge his friend's death, or would it be the opposite? Vicky Sun is last health and being knocked out as well over here by Aiki. Here comes Asti, confirming the kill by Anteikus. It's going to be a 3 versus 2 situation, I believe, given that Vicky just got eliminated. So obviously the upper advantage is, leading towards Anteiku, but there's going to be a probability where Anteiku could be taken down. I mean, two men could be a deadly duo as well, right? So Team 24 and Team 7, Anteiku versus Mavericks. So let's see who would be able to walk away the chaos that we are about to witness exactly in Milton. Here comes Shafu, not really aware of the Team Mavericks' locations though. Right, so we can see Shafu literally walking around in the open. Now, this is going to be very, very risky, I would say, for Shafu, given that he's in the open area. And Aiki could have stayed as a cover support. but I think they're not really aware as to where Team Mavericks' remaining members. And here comes the first another knock, guys. Ooh, knocks! Bloody hell! Two knocks right there at ANTEIKU. This is exactly what I was emphasizing a while ago, rather. You know how a duo could be very deadly, and you could term them as a deadly duo. So we are just witnessing that right about now. Last man standing for Team ANTEIKU. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness by the last solo man. I mean, solo man could also be very dangerous. Code Ein. I mean, Code Ein was definitely a powerhouse. We witnessed a lot of, nerve-wracking moments how Codine was able to take a team down himself some time ago. Let's see if he's able to take down Mavericks, or would Mavericks be able to take down Codine. So last man standing on Taiku. Better, you need to fire up, buddy. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness here by the solo man versus the duo. Milta has always been known a bloody buff, uh, pool of buff, right? Given that the situations are such, and we can see almost all of the teams are heading towards the center of the zone already. However, 4K might need a little bit of I mean, they might hesitate getting into the zone because given that there's a bridge, and regardless if the fight happens here, there might be some chances the teams might cam the bridge, and it's going to be very, very difficult for the teams to get into the safe zone. Right, so moving on to V's over here, I feel like, they've already taken a squad out. I'm not quite certain, but we can see 3 eliminations over here, but they had to sacrifice Chris. Nostra over here with 1 elimination, and Vicky with 2 eliminations. You got Pega as well. So let's see how dominating Team V would be. You can see Pochinki has another team left. So would it be the VEs or would it be the opposition? We can see Kodine over here not trying to play it safe. He's straight up going for the fight. He's like, you know what, buddy? I'm just gonna avenge my friend's death. Here I am. I could be the solo man, but I'm definitely coming to kick your ass. That should have been a censored sound over there, but yeah. So here it comes, guys, a spray over here by Koda, and now they are known. I mean, he just exposed himself right about here. So let's see if he's able to take the duo down, or would the duo be able to take the solo down. Here comes the rush, guys. Regardless, here comes the rush, and here comes the nade as well. Let's see if the nade does connect to him, though. Nope, not even a blink. And as we speak, we can see DDX is taking out another position as well. DCM's Team 22. Taking out DCM 7, I believe. Yes, it should be 7. DDX is over here. Let's see, it's gonna end taking out 7, confirming the elimination points. It's gonna be a 1v1 situation over here by YS and taking out I'm unable to say that name. But yeah, they were able to confirm 2 eliminations early on itself. Amazing, amazing, well done. Right, so we can see, if you take a closer look at the map, towards the outskirts, we can see 4Ks are getting into the zone now, and almost half of the teams are trying to play it edge. Meanwhile, we've also got around 4 to 5 teams heading already towards the center of the zone. Cordine has been taken out, guys. Mavericks is dominating early on. I believe they have confirmed 4 eliminations by now. Minzy being taken out as well. So it's going to be last man surviving for Team 22. It's going to be a 1v1 and down goes Tika, guys. So Team 11 confirming 4 eliminations as well. So that leads them to be at the top of the leaderboard along with Team Mavericks' deadly duo. Rozok seems to be a bit occupied as well. So moving on to Team 4, Freeze MVPs over here. Or is it Fries? I'm not quite certain of the pronunciation, but excuse me. And here comes the EQZ squad, guys. Team 4 would be going against Team EQZ. Let's see who will be able to walk away from the chaos that we are about to witness. I think EQZs are taking a different approach over there, not going straight at the fight. I mean, it's pretty obvious given that when you're in an open area, you really need to make sure that you are in a very safe location. And as we speak, we can see EQZs taking out a fight over here. Vehicle eliminations, perfect being knocked out, Storm being knocked out. So it's up to just the last 2 men standing for Team EQZ to call it a day. And beautiful spray over here by Alina. Right, Alina is about to confirm the kill. Oops, and there she gets knocked out. Right, so Team 14 over here. Team 14 were able to, let's see. You can see 2 of the members have been already taken out. So it's gonna be Team 14's Takuru versus EQZ's Revor. Revor, beautiful shotgun over there, confirming the eliminations, and he's able to survive all 3 of his members as well. Beautiful over there. So we got the 4Ks coming straight into I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, the AKAZAYA's layer over here. Let's see if they're able to confirm any of the kills. Not quite certain as to where the whereabouts are. I think the EQs just moved out of the location, so we can see Nigesh moving straight into the enemy's location, being able to, not being able to give them spare time to revive any of their team members. Now overviewing into Team 20 over here, trying to take a fight over here against Team MAFIA. Couple of sprays, beautiful sprays over there by Snake. However, wasn't able to confirm a knock over here against RX7's Nate. As we can see, DEFCON's going a fight against the T4s as we speak. Fights are happening every single way, guys. As the zone shrinks further, we can witness so many squads are going at it against one another. DEFCON's going against the T4s. You can see so many knocks being taken out at this point. Right, so moving on to Team 12, we can see 2 confirmations already, and 1 has been knocked out. It's going to be up to just the last man standing. Let's see if the last man is able to give us a fight worthy to watch a beautiful nade over here by Maxi. Let's see if he's able to take another and confirming the kill. Beautiful nades play over there, guys. DEFCONs versus T4s. Maxi on a drill over here. It's gonna be a solo versus duo one more time that we're about to witness. Nades are being thrown, Molotovs are being thrown, every possible utility is being thrown to, somehow get the maximum out of it. But if Maxi was able to revive his teammate, there could have been chances for their survival. But given, the circumstances, the nature of what is about to happen, it's most unlikely he would have any spare time left to revive his teammate. Let's see, if the defense were able to get a nade over here, could have definitely been connected against Maxi. So it's gonna be a solo guys, against the defense. It's DEFCON's Sigma being knocked out. The last man standing over here. We got Crazy confirming the kills against the T4s. Beautiful play over there we just witnessed. We're down to last 15 teams and 48 remaining, guys. Let's see how we're about to witness who would be able to get the chicken dinner for the first match itself. Do drop your early predictions and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe along with your friends as well. Keep the hype up and always cheer for your teams in the live comments down below. Right, so moving on to Team 23 over here. We can see Team 23 going straight at it against Team 5 VEs. They're not going to give up, guys. The fight is on. Taking out Naji over here. Luzuma heading straight into the enemy's lair, guys. Look at confidence. This is exactly what you need when it comes to competitive gameplay. Your confidence is what is, what makes your gameplay more better. Right, so we can see Luzuma is going straight at it, guys. Wow, beautiful shotgun shot over there. However, Pega was able to confirm the kill, and also with that they were able to secure 7 eliminations in total, so that leads them to be at the very top of the leaderboard for now. Last man standing for DEFCONs would be Crazy. So many solo guys and duos. I don't think I witnessed any full squad. Yep, we do have a full squad though. I believe it is from 4Ks. Now moving on to Team 17s over here. We got the WPs. I mean, WPs definitely did show a couple of. I mean, we witnessed a lot of dominance through the past couple of scrims. You know, the paid leagues as well. They have a mindset that's built like, when I know we're new, but that doesn't make us any difference. So here it is, guys. Team 17 taking out GG Fury. No, sorry, my bad. And here it is, guys. They were able to take out GG. Nobody white squad said now the names are it's so fancy. Right, so 4K is going against Mavericks, guys, taking out AKAZAYA. I believe that should be just one solo man now. Team 4K, 2 eliminations already. Let's see what sort of dominance we're about to witness over here by Team 4K. Smoke being thrown every literal place. We're down to 13 teams and 41 alive, guys. Negage confirming 2 eliminations already. Beautiful spray over here by Rio. However, does not connect to the opposition team though. Right, so yeah, you can see a rotation being taken out here by Team 4Ks. And as we speak, we can see Mafia Rookie taking a knock against TLQ, Zombies taking out Apex, taking out Snake as well, taking out Teddy. What on earth is happening over here by TLQ? Ruchi being knocked out. So many knocks over here, guys. It is absolute bloodbath happening over here in Mansion. Right, so let's see, guys. Nade's been thrown, every possibility been thrown. Mafia Rocky's being barbecued alive. He's lost HP as well. Didn't have rush like that, buddy. But with that, he was able to take down Team Mafia. But along with it, here comes the third party by Team 3, LFEQZs. Trying to see if he would be able to get a couple of knocks here back and forth. So we're down to just 11 teams and 33 remaining. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the first chicken dinner? Do drop your early predictions and keep the hype up. Right, so Team 10 over here. They're in a really good position, very secure, but if a team were to rush, it's going to be completely disadvantageous for them. I mean, compounds, and even if you are to jump outside, it's going to be a complete mess for you guys. But let's see, I mean, different teams have different strategies, different gameplays. So I'm super excited to witness about what's going to happen next. Right, I think a vehicle is coming towards them, and yeah, no, I feel like, they don't really want to take the fight early on itself. But seems like they're trying to take it either different angle, but regardless, we can see three teams in the same locations. It's going to be very hard for each of these teams, guys. B is taking out Team DEFCON, and with that, I think they were able to secure 8 eliminations early on. 8 eliminations, amazing over there. Pega 3, Nostra 2, and Wiki 3 as well. We're down to last 10 teams and 32 remaining with just a minute and 30 a minute and 30 seconds left for the zone to close into stage 5. Stage 5 is when we're gonna witness full action because the zone is gonna shrink to its absolute minimum, and the zone's damage, oh boy, it's gonna be pretty critical as well. You can see Team 16 in a really good position. They're holding towards the edge. Meanwhile, we got Team WPs right behind their tail. We got Tony, we got Dima, we got PAPPA, and we also got Sasha. So who would it be? Guys, would it be Team 17 or would it be Team 16? Do drop your early predictions in the comments down below. We can see we can see Team 16 thriving with 7 eliminations already. And here they come, guys. The spray going against Team 13 over there. Right, so Team 13's action is lost HP. What the bloody hell had happened here? I think we were not able to witness it. So let's see, guys. Nades have been thrown. Action was able to somehow survive the chaos, but not for long, guys. 4K is going against WPs as we speak. And here it is, guys. Team 13 versus Team 10. Not certain why he did not see that. And with that, guys, Team TLQ have been taken out. Now moving on to Team 4's. Team 4's, I mean, it's a very, very risky position. They're holding on to rather freeze out in the open as well. We can see 4K is going against WPs. Let's take a closer look into what is happening there. Weather Papa and Team 4K over here. Confirming 4 eliminations already. Right out in the open as well. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness, guys. Team WP. I think 2 confirmations have already been made as of yet. The zone has been shrinking, I mean, it has been shrinking ever since. With just 10 seconds left for the zone to close into stage 5, and teams are literally out in the open and holding on to whatever possible compound they could, regardless, even if it could be disadvantage. And 4K Apex taking another knock over here against True3. Team 16 and Team 8. And with that, guys, Rio being knocked out over here. However, I think, they do have some spare time to revive him in time. But regardless, here comes the rush against Team Focus, guys. Team Focus better keep that out, guys. And here comes the spray against Team 16 CLQ. Nades being thrown, every possibility being thrown. They were able to take in Rio in time though. I don't think 4Ks have a chance here, given that, they need to get into the zone as well. In just a minute left to close, and here comes, guys, a beautiful knock over here. Confirming the elimination as well. So Russia over here, let's see if Russia be able to take down any one of them using nades, and he does. Apex being taken out, Mavi being taken out. Cobra taking out Apex and Mavi, and with that, they were able to take down Team 4K. Absolute domination over here by Team 16. With that, we were able to witness utter chaos as well. So we're down to last 7 teams and 21 alive. We got WP's last 2 men standing as well. Now, this is a complete textbook example of how exactly competitive fields should be played out. So we can see WPs are definitely having a really good advantage given that they're in higher ground. So any possible team that they're about to, get rushed from, definitely has to keep their eyes locked onto different angles, because teams are literally fighting against to get into this position. Let me just sip a cup of my tea right now. Just giving you guys a free ASMR. All right, so let's see, guys. 3 teams in the same position. This is chaos. Are you kidding me? I don't think it's gonna be an out of survival. Reminds me of Hunger Games. All right, so with that, guys, Russia being taken out by AQZs, and Cobra 2D goes out to the zone. We can see Russia being confirmed as well. AQZ is dominating over here. Beautiful spray by Revo over there. Literally dominating the fields of Erangel, and they were able to secure 9 eliminations already in the span of, I don't know how many seconds. You can see Team 1 hit over here. More knocks being taken out. Vicky just literally spraying to whatever that he could spot on. Vicky taking out Revo over here. Beautiful spray over there. We can see Nostra having a go against WP's. Beautiful shotgun shot over there. Nostra. What the hell, buddy? You gotta teach me how to do that. Anyways, moving on. We got 4 teams left with just 12 remaining. Team V is dominating with 9 eliminations as well. Do drop your early predictions, guys. Guys, who do you think would be able to win the first chicken dinner for the day? We can see Perfect Iguzi confirming a kill as well, and we can see Vicky taking out Goody. Knocks taken out, guys. Eliminations over eliminations. All of these teams are thriving to be ahead of the game and somehow win the chicken dinner. With all of these kill eliminations that they've achieved. We can see QZ taking out Adia's. Beautiful shots being shot there. So Team 3's EQZ's just last 3 men standing. Down to last 3 men, and Nadio's been taken out. So it's going to be a fight against Team 10, Team 3. And also Team 5 as well. Who do you think would be able to take the victory home, guys? Vicky is not in a good position. Roy, we can see in his last HP, 12 elimination. It is, guys. Team taken out. So last man standing will go and perfect. Every possible nades being thrown, every possible utility being thrown to one field of a battle over here will be QZ. To see what we're about to witness. Nostra is literally running out in the but that's okay. I would get banned. Exactly where Roy's position is at, or either EQs. But however, Team VEs, we can definitely see they are in a very advantageous position. Alright, so taking up big over here by Perfect EQZ, and along with that, Nostra giving a couple of shots against Perfect, and yes, they were able to take down Perfect as well. It's gonna be a solo versus a duo. Who do you think would be able to take the victory home, guys? Perfect being eliminated, so last man standing would be Revor. We just have 3 teams remaining still. So solo versus a duo situation. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Literally everyone is taking around in the open fields, guys. But the funniest part is not everyone knows where exactly their position is at. And I don't think none of them exactly knows where Roy is at. Here it is, guys. Roy being exposed over here. I mean, chances are out of survival because of the zone. So it's gonna be last 2 teams, EQZs versus VEs. Who would it be? It's gonna be a solo versus duo. Would it be a duo versus a solo? River being very dominative, using nades and every possible utility that he could get on his hands. Right, guys, we can see Vicky and Nostra literally running towards last man standing for EQZ River over here. I don't think none of them really know where Revo is at, and I don't think Revo either knows where the duo is at. But like, let's assume, Team VE comes from the left and the right. Revo would definitely be focusing on one person, and the other would be able to confirm the knock. And look at that nade, a beautiful nade over there, trying to get Nostra over here. Let's see, he's throwing a couple of more Molotovs. Let's see if the Molotovs connect. But here it is, guys, a nade being thrown, and the zone is going to be critical. Revo rushing straight in, I'm not sure, and taking out the victory. Last man standing was able to take down Revo. Beautiful, beautiful shot there. So we can see a complete domination by Team VEs with how many eliminations over there itself. And then EQZ is placing in the second, third, 1 heat, and 4 by GGs, and Team 5 would be given to Team WP. Well done, everyone. So that is a textbook example of how you need to play out a paid league, especially when it comes to Toxic Bees. So well played, all of the teams. This is just your first match. We do have 3 more matches left out to be played. So with that, we were able to take out the first map itself to its conclusion. But before we head on to the second one, let's head into a quick short break. Another? Okay. All right, guys, so moving straight into your overall standings. Let's give a brief for us to review the overall standings. We can see the first match conclusion at the very top stands BEE Sports with a total of 26 points and EQZs ruling it down with 17 points and RBU with 13 points, IRC 10, DEFCONs with 8, Four Knights with 7, Grenade Gang with 5, Team WP with 5, Mafia Gang with 5, and Mavericks and DDX with 4 points each. Team Exports with 3, T4s and ANTEIKU with 2 points each, Apex and AKAZAYA with 1 point each. Rest of the teams, Team Domination, UNX, GZ, No Fear, Decimation, and Sounds of Clones. Better luck next time, guys. We do have 3 matches left to be played out, so you can do your best and somehow stay ahead of the game. Now, moving straight on to your map of Miramar, the second match for the day, we can see the plane pathway has already been created diagonally from all the way from the west to the east, heading straight towards El Pozo and in between Monte as well. I think there's a lot of teams heading towards the southern part rather than the northern. Let's see where we would be able to witness the first clash in. The first circle has already been settled in here, guys. We can see Team EQZs over here dominating around in San Martin, making sure that they have any possible modes of transport, the very first thing that is required, of course. However, we can definitely see, I feel like the circle might shrink towards San Martin itself, if I'm not mistaken, towards what in between Water City as well. None of the teams would be clashing in straight away, I guess, but there's definitely tendency around in areas like Monte, El Azhar truck stop, and also there should be some clashes, maybe not now itself. And we can see the first knock has already been taken out by T against TLQs, and EQZ is taking out Teddy as well over here. We can see Akaza is going against Team Soul, and Mavericks is going against TLQ as well. We can see Team 15 over here taking a revive, confirming 2 eliminations already. And here these guys, knocks after knocks. You can see GG's taking out Mavericks as well. Right, so we can see Team 15. We can see one of them has been knocked out and they were able to confirm 2 eliminations early on itself. Team 15 versus Team 14. EQs confirming two of the members being eliminated early on. It's going to be very disadvantageous for them. But previously we were able to witness, how deadly a duo could be. Let's see if we're able to witness the same consistency when it comes to the map of Miramar, if the duo would be deadly or would it be the dead duo. It's something that we're about to witness over here, guys. It's gonna be absolutely insane. Team 14 versus Team 15 to start the battle out first. And look at that, Akazaz fisting as well. What sort of toxicity is that? Right, let's take a closer view. We can definitely see we're still down. And here it is, guys. Shots being taken out. Helix not quite certain as to where exactly the enemy's exact location is at. Tida taking out a time bomb, is it? I personally don't think time bombs could be of any use at this point because I don't know, it's just not useful as a traditional grenade for it, you know. Right, so we can see Tida holding on to position over here, and Team 15 not really aware exactly where Tida is at. Taking out Helix, the last man standing for Team 14 would be just Tida himself. Let's see if we are able to witness Tida giving out a squad wipe, or would he be eliminated completely? We're about to witness insane gameplay over here by Team 14 versus Team 15. Meanwhile, we can see Mozai, I'm not certain as to how the name is pronounced, but he was able to get a lot of knocks over there. However, the most intense battle is between Team 14 and Team 15. We're still down to team 23 teams and 80 remaining. You can definitely see, there's gonna be there's clashes happening around in Picard, that's for certain. And here it is, guys, taking out another knock. Tidar is last HP as well, and down goes Tidar, guys. It feels like, he was trying to confirm the kill over there, but that didn't really work out according to his books of plans. And we can see AKAZAYA is being um toxic after toxic, punches after punches. What's happening for Team AKAZAYA? Going straight into last man for Team 23 Souls, and here these guys knock a spray going over by Mattu. It's gonna be Team 23 versus Team 21. Who do you think would be able to walk away from Picard? Well, definitely, daggers being thrown as well. I mean, what is Team Akaza even on today? And with that, they were able to confirm 4 eliminations already. See, Team 21, they're a different vibe, guys. You need entertainment. I'll definitely root for Team 21 to do that for you. Right, so moving on to ANTEIKU's POV over here, and with that, we were able to, we're down to 21 teams. I just realized that. IRC is going against T-Force as we speak. You can see Code Zero YT going against VE Roy. Take a closer view into exactly where these fights are happening. I would love to take a closer view. Right, so moving on to Team 10 over here. We can see Roy being knocked out, and we have Adios being knocked out as well, so it's going to be a two-man power. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness by Chatu as well as Goody. Team 10 versus Team 12. And here it is, guys. A beautiful knockout. Yep, that could have been a knock, but yeah. The spray was really good. However, T4s were able to neglect any of the, and with that, he was taken down with a beautiful grenade. These guys won't let me actually cast properly because it is a complete action mode of a fight. And taking out Chatu over here, so last man standing for Team IRC would be Goody. Now, this would be an ideal time to rush a solo man by the duo. However, I don't think they're quite certain as to, it's actually a duo, a solo. So the chances are odd, and yeah, we can see solo versus solo, guys. Team 12 solo versus Team 10 solo, and Sun being wiped out by a completely different squad over here by Team TLQs. They were able to confirm the elimination as well. Got a beautiful third party over there. And with that, we can definitely see Revors going against Team DEFCONs. DEFCONs taking out DDXs as well. EQs, DDXs, and DEFCONs. What is happening here? Team DDX is taking Mesa by DEFCON. Got 3 teams huddled into one another in just one position. It's gonna be absolute chaos, guys. EQZ taking out DDX's YS. Gonna be Team 3 QZs versus the DDXs now. More nades being thrown, every possible utility is being thrown to one another. However, none of them actually gets connected to either of their positions. It's gonna be a duo versus a squad, a whole squad over here, guys. And here it is, taking out Starks, a solo man for Team DDXs. We definitely need to up their game and pull up a new strategy, else that'll be the end for them. And with that, we can see Team DDX being wiped out as well. And we're down to just lost 18 teams and 63 remaining. Team EQZ is dominating with 4 eliminations early on itself. See, not many fights we're able to witness in a map like Miramar. There's not going to be back-to-back actions like we just witnessed in Erangel or how we're about to witness in Sanhok. Main reason given, the dimension of a map like Miramar is pretty comparatively huge. So rest assured, by the time we hit stage 5 or stage 4 is when we're about to witness, absolute domination by each and every of this squad. Right, so we can see almost all of the teams are heading towards the safe circle already. Team Anteiku was over here. Goody taking out Zombie by a nade over here. IRCs. So last 3 men standing for IRCs over here. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness over here, guys, because this is absolutely chaos. A couple of more sprays going against IRCs. However, they're literally dominating with 3 elimination points already, and we're still down to 18 teams and 63 remaining. It's going to be absolutely insane, I'm telling you. Because you're out in the open fields, you could easily be third party, fourth party, or even fifth party. Lord knows how many parties we're going to get. And just like we expected, here it is, guys. A beautiful spray over here by VX Action TLQ. 4K is going against WPs at the moment as we speak. You can see almost all of the teams. I mean, a lot of teams are out of the zone. I mean, we're just in stage 2, so damage is not that critically damaging. And Rio was able to confirm an elimination. But here comes WP's Dima straight in to avenge his friend's death. Would he be able to take a knock over here, guys? I don't think 4Ks are really aware of, where Team WPs are. And Dima overlooking into any possible knocks he could get. I think there's going to be a spray that we're about to witness. Nope, not yet. Maybe now? Or maybe now. And here it is, guys. Almost had Rio in his last HP as well. But now he just exposed himself and the predators are getting closer to WP's Dima. We got Tony, we got Dima, we got PAPPA. So who would it be, guys? Would it be Team WP or would it be Team 4K? And here comes Nigesh with his shotgun. Now you better know, if Nigesh is rushing you with a shotgun, you better run. And with that, he was able to get a knock already. So Team WP with just a dual power over here versus a squad. And here it is, guys. Here comes Apex and taking out Apex over here by with the Papa. And here comes Pure Aim. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness over here. The IGL rushing straight in for a revive over here, as we can see. WP in his last HP as well. However, the rush is surreal. Here comes the rush against WP. Here comes Nigesh one more time again. It's gonna be WP versus Nigesh with his shotgun. WP was able to take out Nigesh, confirming the elimination as well. However, with that, he was knocked out. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Toxicity at its finest. I mean, alright, that's how it's played. So last man standing for Team WP. Team 17 would just be Tony. He was not able to avenge his friend's death, so let's see. I think he's trying to play it safe. But Team 4K is right behind their tail. Now moving on to Team 3s, we can see EQZ is going against MAFIA again over here. Taking a knock over there, but I'm not quite certain if he's able to confirm the elimination. I mean, the knock. And with that, taking out Rocky as well. EQZ is dominating with 7 eliminations already. Isn't it enough, boys? Alright, and here comes the rush by EQZ against Mafias. A beautiful nade. Nades over nades. Every possible utility being thrown. But however, where is the last man for Team Mafia? Thriving with 9 eliminations already. What the hell was that? However, Demon was able to take Rocky in time. But look at that, EQs is rushing straight into Team Mafia again, guys. This is chaotic. I think it's best if y'all could go, if Mafia Gang could shift towards a different location, given that this is an open field of a battle as well. It's going to be very disadvantageous for them. Right, so we can see Team ANTEIKU taking a fight against the DCMs as well. And here it is, guys. TSB's Revo in his last HP as well, taking out Mafia Rocky one more time. And perfect, completing the elimination against Team Mafia Gang. With that, they were able to lead the leaderboard with a total of 11 points already, and we're down to last 15 teams and 47 remaining. We're still in stage 3, so fights are, I would say you're not gonna witness many. We did witness a couple, but towards the fifth phase is when exactly we're about to witness the complete domination. All right, so we can see Team 4K is still striving to get into the safe zone. We're still in stage 3, so that is not that critical. However, the minute you hit stage 4, the zone is going to start shrinking more fast, and it's best if you can head towards the zone in time. Right, so Team 5's dominated the first match of the day, Erangel. Let's see if they're able to keep up with the same momentum for the second match of the day. Second match for the day. Tongue twisting. Right, so I don't think, yeah, Team Anteikus versus Team VEs over here. Sorry, my bad, guys. It isn't Team Anteiku. I just saw it was like Team Anteikus. And with that, they were able to take out Pega and Tikka being knocked out and completely eliminated early on itself. Let's see if B could be able to take a knock with his grenade over here. Doesn't connect to either of them. Mixil, however, why on earth is Mixil having a crossbow? Right, so we can see Pega still being knocked out. Let's see how what sort of gameplay we're about to witness by Mixi over here. Mixi rushing straight in. You can see Vicky in his last HP just restored it in the last minute, and here comes Vicky. Sorry, Vicky. Never mind. All right, so we can see a fight against AKAZAYA versus the Focus as we speak. Mixed still, let's see, last man standing 14-22, being taken out by being taken out completely. I mean, Mixil, why on earth would you carry a crossbow like that? And with that, here comes Team 13 straight into Team VEs over here. Let's see if he's able to get a couple of knocks over here. I mean, obviously, TLQs are having a really good advantage when it comes to, the demographics. But let's see, Team VEs, let's see how if they're able to outplay Team TLQs, or would it be Team TLQs who would be able to outplay Team VEs? And the fight has begun. Here comes Shotgun with a shotgun taking out Sham. You can see action being taken out as well. So it is up to Shimmy to save the day or break the day. And here it is, guys. Pega versus Shimmy and taking out Shimmy. Team V is dominating as well. We're down to just last 13 teams and 34 remaining. I mean, in a map like Miramar, I don't think carrying a crossbow would definitely be a wise option. Rather, you could take a mini 14. That would have been even more advantageous. And now moving on, we can see Team 3 over here, EQZs versus Team TLQs. Here comes Perfect in for the rush and confirming the kill over here. Oscar being knocked out as well, and with that they were able to confirm another elimination, and with that they were able to confirm 13 eliminations in total. EQZ is dominating the map of Miramar already. I think they're actually looking into where the rest of the team members could be, and here comes the rush by EQZs. Look at how fast they are, literally behind their tails, guys. But the opposition team was able to walk away from, EQZs trying to play it safe for at least placement points. And GG is over here taking out Apex TPP. You can see almost all the teams are coming towards the northern side, all the way from the southern side. We can see 4K still in the zone. In about 2 seconds left, actually 0 seconds left for the zone to enclose into stage 5. And this is when absolute domination we're about to witness, guys. Because stage 5, we're gonna witness a lot of actions. complete domination. And here comes Apex, dead shot, team 20. Trying to confirm an elimination over here. And with that, he was able to confirm the first elimination for his team. A spray going against team 14. We're down to last 12 teams and 27 remaining. So at the top of the leaderboard, obviously stands Team EQs. And here it is, guys, Team 4Ks rushing straight into Team Mavericks' layer as well. Now, if only Rio spotted Team Mavericks is over there. And here comes Team VEs right above their tails, guys. And they were able to confirm the eliminations as well. And 4Ks taking out more eliminations after eliminations. And with that, they're able to lead with 5 eliminations already. We can see Pure Aim and Nigage being taken out early on. It's going to be the deadly duo to make the day a survive for that. So we can see Apex TPP taking out GG Sinnoh's TPP. And we're down to just last 10 teams in this tiny little shrinking circle with 19 remaining. And it's going to be a complete open field battle. Who do you think would be able to walk away with the second chicken dinner for the day, guys? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and show your support. That would be really appreciated. EQZs, would you look at the, I'm not gonna say the count of the eliminations, guys, because what the hell? 16 eliminations. Perfect dominating it. 5, Tifu 2, Storm 2, and Revo. Complete domination with 7 eliminations already. This is crazy. Like capitalizing CRAZY. So like when it comes to competitive fields, I think this is the best way, to achieve placement points as well as elimination points, because the team sync is a definite must. And I see that in team EQZ throughout, even though, Erangel, it wasn't a fortunate for them. Um, but still they were able to play it very wisely towards the end, and how they were able to survive. That's exactly what is needed from the rest of the teams as well. Sync equals the best gameplay you can witness from your team. Right, so taking out Storm over here by AKAZAYA, and Chris taking out Hex Gyro. We down to lost 18, the blink of an eye, and EQZs were able to take 17 eliminations already. Team V is right behind their tail with 12 eliminations as well. We're still down to 8 teams and 15 remaining. The circle is closing in, so almost all of the teams are trying to, build barriers using any possible mountainous terrain they could utilize for. We're down to last 6 teams and 12 remaining. Team EQZs with 19 eliminations. 19! A bloody 1-9. Crazy! Alright, so we can see Team V is with 13 eliminations as well. We're down to last 5 teams, guys, with just 19 remaining. None of the teams are in the safe circle as of yet. 5 teams, and we'll be heading into stage 7 of the zone in just about 37 seconds left. Now this is gonna be completely chaotic, because open field of a battle, and where the hell would you rather stay? We is taking a knock against EQZs. There's just 20 seconds left for the zone to close into stage 7. Right behind their tail, here comes EQZs. I don't think these are really aware to where Team 4Ks are at. Now, in about 5 seconds left, we're closing into stage 7, and this is gonna be completely chaotic, guys. And Rio being knocked out over here. Apex, it's best if you can revive him in time, else it'll be the end for your team. Regardless, Apex decides to get into the safe zone, because we're in stage 7. Staying further in the zone is equivalent to, well, you know what, death. And obviously, we can see IRC is in a really good position. They're in the zone, they're holding in the zone, and they're in the upper grounds as well. That gives them more advantage. But here comes EQZs holding the toppers as they could, taking out any possible eliminations, and with that they were able to dominate with 20 eliminations. I'm sorry, I had to capitalize that. If I mean, I emphasized it rather. 20 eliminations, guys. Like, what is he? All right, so you can see Revo with 9 eliminations, Perfect with 6, Tifu with 3, and Storm with 2 elimination. That leads to a total of 20 elimination points. Well, we're down to last three teams, guys. IRC's EQZs versus 4K. Got the 4K solo man and IRC's solo man as well. You got EQZs, all three of them members alive. And here these guys are 1v1, and he was able to take down IRC's last man. And here comes the spray against Team 4K solo man. It just 17 seconds left for the zone to close into stage 8 as well. Revo, we can definitely see heading straight in with a grenade damages, and he was able to take down Apex solo man for Team 4K. What a glorious chicken dinner over there by Team LFEQZ. Now, would you look at that? Would you look at the count of the eliminations over there? At the very top stands Team LFEQZ, and second, right behind the tail, stands 4K. And in the third position, we got One Hit IRC. In the fourth, we got VEs. In fifth, we got Team ANTEIKU. So here you have it, guys, your top 5 so far. I mean, LFEQs is completely dominated the mountainous terrain of Miramar. That was absolute wiped of domination we had to witness from Team LFEQs. What a way to conclude the map of Miramar. Right, so with that, guys, this is exactly what we needed. The action, the domination we witnessed in the map of Miramar was quite exclusive compared to the first map. But before we head into the third map for the day, which is going to be everyone's favorite map, Sanhok, the greenery terrain is about to begin. But before that, let's head into a quick, short break. All right, so moving straight on to your overall standings, we can see at the very top stands EQZ, obviously, with a total of 49 points. V is following it up with 44 points, IRCs with 21 points, Four Knights with 19 points, RBU with 14, AKAZAYA with 13, ANTEIKU 10, LVG DEFCON with 9, DDX with 7, WEDHA PAPPA and the MAFIA gang with 6, along with Mavericks as well. Grenade gang with 5, Team X4's Victory X, UNX with 4 points, T4's Apex, and yeah, with 3 points, GG No Fear Decimation with 8 points each. However, Team Decimation and Sons of Lawns were not able to score any points. They were not that fortunate, but let's see if they're able to in the map of Sanhok. Because in a map like Sanhok, it's all about going straight for the eliminations. It's absolute rush gameplay we are about to witness, guys. I am so thrilled to see what sort of gameplay we are about to witness. We can see almost a lot of teams are heading towards the northern side of the map already. We could definitely see some early potential clashes around in Tamban, Bootcamp for certainly, and most definitely in Camp Alpha as well. Right, so moving on, we can see Team 20 over here. They should be able to take a fight against the oppositions they're about to witness. Let's see if Team 20 would be able to get a knock here against Team Defcons, guys. We can see the names. Right, so Jada is going towards the southern part, and Defcons are definitely not in a good advantageous position given that they are in the lower grounds. And you can see Jana, I think they were notified of where Jana is exactly at. We can see the press knock has been taken out here against UNXs by EQZs in Paradise. And here comes the rush by Paradise. However, they were able to take out Alina. I'm sorry. And here it is, guys. Last two men standing for Team 14. Team Tida. Sorry, Tida and Helix. Hexel. If I'm correct, it's Hexel. I'm going blind these days, am I not? Anyways, more knocks after knocks, more eliminations versus eliminations, and we can see Defcons going against Alpha 7s. I believe it is Team 8. Yes, it is. And they're able to take out Jen as well. So 2 elimination points already, and we can see VEs being knocked out as well. Team 14's last 2 men standing. Let's see what sort of gameplay we are about to witness over here, guys. I am so excited because Sanhok is absolutely thrilling, chaotic entertainment we're about to witness. It's like, watching a live theater but free of charge. Right, so Team 15 versus Team 14. Let's see. Emoji, was he not able? I mean, there was a medkit right next to his team member. Was he not able to, heal himself up there? Right, so here comes Tida, guys. And Tida being knocked out by a beautifully executed grenade over here. It is up to Hexel to save the day or break the day. And with that, he was able to take a knock and almost had Liz over there in his last HP as well. So with that, guys, we can see the first team has been eliminated. We're down to 18 teams and 61 remaining. Knocks after knocks, eliminations after eliminations. Team 22 versus Team 15. Sorry, Team 19. And he was able to take down AIM and F over here. DBS shots, guys, and they were able to completely wipe out Team 19. So we're down to Team 17 teams battling it out for the third chicken dinner. Now, almost all of the teams, I feel like, they're heading towards the chicken dinner straight up. Because in a map like Sanhok, it's either rush, it's either do or die. So we can see Mavericks is going against the T4s one more time. Team 4 is overlooking to Team 13 over here. Trying to get a couple of knocks. Did we just go down to just 16 teams? Yep, we're down to just 16 teams and 58 remaining. You can see Mavericks is going straight at it against T4s. Boot camp has been cleared out, and you can see Hasia being knocked out, Nexus being knocked out, Tika being knocked out by WPs. TLQ's Team 13. Last two men standing, Shimmy and Action. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness. They should be able to take out, they should be able to revive Sham though. We're still stagnant with 16 teams and 54 remaining. Do drop your early predictions and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also support your teams by commenting and sharing them on the live chat. I feel like there's a little bit of luck when it comes to cheering and supporting teams. Where's the hype, guys? Bring the hype up. Don't forget to comment and support for the team that you're rooting for. They need to see what they are going for. They need to see their supporters. Right, so Team 12 going against Team 7's Mavericks is over here at Camp Bravo, and here comes a rush against the solo man of Team 12, Goat 0YT, holding on to his dearest DBS like it's gonna save his entire bloodline for his team. And here it is, guys, the fight has already begun, solo versus squad, a whole squad. And with that, they were able to wipe out completely Team 14. And secure 4 elimination points for Team Mavericks. Team 15 over here against Team 11. And here it is, guys, taking out Teddy. Team 15 versus Team 11. Right after taking out one of the EQZ's team. We're still stagnant with 14 teams now, with just 47 remaining. Nades being thrown. Let's see if the nade does connect to either one of them. Molotovs being thrown. So last man standing for Team 15 would be UNX Liger. Every possibility is being thrown, guys, but I don't think it does connect to either of them. The rush is not gonna happen. I don't think they're really aware it's just a solo man. Else I feel like Team 11 would have definitely rushed. And here it is. I think they're not really certain as to how many and where exactly the solo man is at. So let's just wait patiently and see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness, because solo man could also be dangerous. And here it comes, the rush against Team 15 solo man, guys. He makes it safely into the compounds, but look at that. Right towards his right, he got company, and towards his left as well. As the rush comes in, Liga in his quarter of health as well. And with that, Liga was taken out by Team DDXs. So we're down to just 12 teams and 40 remaining. Team 13's Shimmy being knocked out, so last man standing for Team 13. What the hell? That was a quick squad wipe. Team EQs is once again dominating, leading with 3 eliminations in total as well. However, Tipu being knocked out, as I was about to say, Team Mavericks is right behind their tail. And here comes Team Mavericks, guys, against Team EQZ. The spray does not connect to either EQZs, and Vicky being knocked out. I mean, Vicky, when you're out in the open, you better be careful. Right, so Team 3, we can see all of their members alive. It's just Tifu who was knocked out. But I think EQZs are rushing straight in to confirm Vicky. And his team members are far behind him as well. That's quite unfortunate for Vicky. Right, so Team DEFCON's going against Team VEs, as we can see. We're down to last 11 teams and just 35 remaining. Team 3 over here, confirming 4 eliminations in total. And we're down to just 11 teams. And look at that, guys. We still haven't even reached into stage 3 of the zone. And teams have literally wiped one another. This is exactly why Sanhok is my most preferred map as well. It ends soon. That means less talking, more action. Well, EQZs and TLQs are holding on to really good safe locations. So does the DDXs. That's a really good position to hold on to, middle of the zone as well. As we can see, Team 4s are facing a bit of a struggle here. The solo guy. And the solo guy shouldn't have rushed out like that though. I think he got panicked in the heat of the moment, knowing that, whole squad was coming right after him. And with that, Team Mavericks were able to secure 5 eliminations in total. So we're down to just 9 teams and 33 remaining. We just got 9 teams in this tiny little circle. Who would be able to take the third chicken dinner home, guys? Do drop your early predictions and don't support to like, share, and subscribe and support the team you're rooting for in the comments down below. Right, so let's take a POV at EQZs over here. I can definitely see, there's gonna be another team that they're gonna clash against one another. Team TLQs. Team 16 over here. We're still stagnant with 9 teams and 33 remaining. Team 3s versus Team 16. Let's see. I mean, it's quite fascinating because usually in a map like Sanhok, it's always not. I mean, the fights never stop. But like, kind of peaceful at the moment. Nothing for me to cast like that. That's quite unfortunate though. I was expecting more action in a map like Sanhok. Please don't give us disappointment. Do give us more action now. Come on. We're still stagnant with 9 teams, and we can see almost all of the team members are trying to hold on to their positions, but definitely Team 10 and Team EQZs would be going against one another. IRCs versus EQZs, and EQZs have spotted their locations, targeting their vehicles, making sure that they have no way, no mode of transport. So they're going to come out in the open, running and walking, and EQZs would definitely gatekeep them. What a strategy, guys. When it comes to, PUBG in general, the whole gameplay is about how you carry your team, how you lead your team, and also how you're able to strategically play it out. But most importantly, it also creates so many soft skills within it. It really helps you to develop yourself personally as well. And that is exactly the nature of the game. So there's a lot of benefits when it comes to a game like PUBG M. But most importantly, when it comes to competitive field, what makes you stand out, the best team to be stand out I would say is the togetherness. How you're able to sync with one another. Resonance. Now, that's definitely something that we witnessed in EQs is their synergy is way above the top. Taking down teams after teams, and I bet their communications was so on top. They were able to dominate the previous matches. But let's see if they're able to keep up with the same momentum when it comes to, everyone's favorite map, Sanhok. We're still stagnant with 9 teams and not a single knock. And the speak of the devil, we can see AKAZAYA going against 4 kids. Right, so Team 7 versus Team 9 would definitely be going against one another. We can see almost 4 teams needs to head into the safe zone. 9 teams still with 32 remaining. And Team 7 should be able to take down Massa, and he does. Asiya was able to take down Massa, guys. I do not think if he's able to connect, he was so focused on somehow confirming the elimination that resulted him in being knocked out as well. And here comes the rush against Mavericks versus DEFCONs. But look at that, guys. TLQs right behind their tail as well. Could have played it out smoothly, though. And with that, Asiya was able to be revived by Hasia, but we can see Jana has been completely wiped off early on. And DDX is going against the 4Ks. Team 11. DDX is versus 4K. Last man standing one more time would be Apex. And Apex being taken out. So that is the end result for Team 4K. And we're down to just 8 teams and 28 remaining. Right, so with that, we can definitely see almost all of the teams are heading towards the safe zone. And who do you think would be able definitely in a map like Sanhok, you need compounds as coverage. Did I just ask myself by muting myself? Right, so we can see more knocks being taken out. And here it is, guys. 4K's Molly taking out Stormy QZ over here, confirming the elimination as well. The Remo being knocked out one more time again. Last 2 men standing for EQZ would be perfect. And T4, we're still down to 8 teams. However, with just 26 remaining, the count seems to be going down though. Team 21 dominating with 8 eliminations already. AKAZAYA is rising to the very top. Right, so we got team 3 over here, team 21 over here. Definitely there's going to be a clash against the duo. We can also see team 16 over here. TLQs are not in a really good position. Duo men over here for TLQ. Russian is last HP as well, taking out Russia. So it's going to be the solo man who's able to save the day or either break the day. Let's see what sort of strategy the solo man is about to play out. But we can see Team Akazays are dominating with 8 eliminations already. Let's see if they're able to take the victory home, or would there be any other team that's going to stand against them. Tifu was able to steal the kill over there, guys. I believe they should they should be confirming 5 eliminations by now. Last man standing for team TLQ is rushing straight into the safe zone. 8 teams in this tiny little circle. All of the teams are going towards the zone as well. Stage 5, it's not going to be easy. Open battlefield as well. We're down to 5 teams already. We can see EQZ is being taken out. They were not able to keep up with the same momentum as previously. Team 11, however, in a really good position over here. They are gatekeeping the edges, making sure that none of the teams are able to get into the zone in time. Still talented 5 teams and 12 remaining. Akazas, we got Team DDX's DEFCONs being eliminated due to the zones. We're down to last 4 teams. Who do you think would be able to take the chicken dinner home for the third map of the day, guys? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you're rooting for. Nakaza's dominating over here. 10 eliminations already. What the absolute capitalized hell is this? Nitro, what a beautiful reflex over there. However, he was not able to stand a chance and he was taken out, guys. So Team Alcazaz have been eliminated. They were dominating throughout. But what just happened there is quite unexplainable. We're down to last 3 teams. DDX's IRC versus the GGs as well. Last man standing, GG sent a stop, and here it is, taking out a beautiful shotgun shot over there. Let's see if he's able to confirm the kill though, and he does. Where is his teammate? Right, so nades after nades are being thrown. Let's see if the nade. Bro, lost HP. How the hell did he survive this? He definitely had fortune in his hands, guys. Well, let's see if he's able to stand a 1v4, and not a chance. Down goes GG Sinus. The last man standing would be Kirito, and just as we speak, here comes Team 11 storming towards Team 10. However, Team 10 have a total of 10 eliminations as well. Teams are pretty good when it comes to elimination points, and would you look at that? A beautiful ending, a never expected ending, and with that, we were able to witness how Sanhok outplayed both Erangel as well as Miramar. At the very top stands DDXs, bringing down the victory all the way with a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 eliminations. And at the second place is Team IRC, Team GG's at the place, and fourth goes to Team AKAZAYA's, and fifth place belongs to Team DEFCON's. So there you have it, guys. If you take a closer view, we can see almost all of the teams have completely aimed at for elimination points rather than placement points. I'm completely excited to see how the overall rankings could be shifted from one another. But before that, let's take a closer look into six team hashtag 6, hashtag 7, 8, 9 as well. Hashtag 6 stands for TLQ, 7 Mavericks, 8 EQZs who were not able to keep up with the same momentum as previously. Hashtag 9 stands Team 4K, and hashtag 10 we got X Gyro's team over here. So there you have it, guys. Team 11, I mean hashtag 11 stands VEs, hashtag 12 TLQs, and hashtag 13 we got Team UNX, hashtag 14 stands Team WP, and hashtag 15 stands T4s, and as 16th GCM, 17th ANTEIKUs, 18 GGs, hashtag 19 EQZs, and hashtag 20 VE Mafia Gang, hashtag 21 Apex, and hashtag 22 stands SOL. We do have one more map left out, guys. It would be everyone's favorite as well, Erangel. So I mean, these total points could shift any moment. But before we gear up straight into Erangel, let's give our soldiers a quick small break. Dekat. All right, guys, welcome back into a Toxic Bees paid league for the prize pool of $50. So far, upon concluding the third map of the day, here is your overall standings. At the very top stands EQZ Esports with a total of 56 points. WE Esports following right behind their tail with 48 points. IRC with 37, and AKAZAYA with 27, DDX Esports with 26, Four Knights 21, DEFCONs with 19, RBU Esports with 18, Grenade Gang with 14, Mavericks 13, ANTEIKU 11, WEDHA PAPPA with 9, UNX with 8, Decimation with 7, Team X4's MAFIA and Victory X leading with 6 points each, Apex with 4, T4s with 3, Team Domination with 2, GG No Fear and Sons of Loans with a point each. So we do have the last map for the day, guys. That could definitely be shifting teams from whatever the positions that they're leading, and this would be the deciding map to see who would be leading the overall standings and stay ahead of the top of the leaderboard. So the last plane pathway has been created in a rather diagonal position towards the southern side. We can see teams are already heading towards their designated locations. The first zone has already been settled in. We can see a lot of teams heading towards around the southern part, rather heading straight into the mid of the circle itself. We can see a lot of teams heading towards around in Pochinki, rather just two teams. Right, so let's see who would be able to get the first knock, the first blood for the last map of the day. I am super excited. I'm actually very thrilled to see which team would be able to lead the victory all the way home. So Pochinki, we can see Team Arcazayas and Team 23 over here, Team Seoul. I mean, Seoul did not jump into Pochinki previously now, did they? Let's see, would be Team Marcus there, would it be Team Soul? I am super excited to see which team would be able to battle it out. We can see Team Anteiku is taking out the first knock against Mavericks. WP is taking out the second knock against RX7. Wait a minute, just 3 men standing for Team 24. It's gonna be a 3v3 situation over here, guys. I don't think they're really aware as to where Asia is at. Apex taking out Sacha. WP's thriving over here, knocks after knocks, taking out RX7 and taking out Juna as well. And I think WP is in a really good position where the PAPPA is dominating the fields of then this should be around in farm. And here it is, guys, knocks being taken out, and team with the PAPPA. Let's see what sort of complete domination they're about to take out. VS shots. With his VS shots. Alright, so with that, they were able to confirm 3 eliminations early on. Last man standing would be Apex TPP over here. TP, let's just count the TP. With just 1 elimination point, I believe he was able to take from Team WP. TP going straight at it against WPs over here, guys. He wants to avenge his friend's death. And here it is, TP coming straight at it against Team WP. Nades being thrown, but if the grenade was to take a couple of shots at TP, that would have been the end for him. And here it is. Complete. What? TPP? What the hell did I just witness? No way. My jaw is too wide open right now. So last man standing for Team 17 versus last man standing for Team 20. The magic shotgun over here. Look at the crates, guys, in a trail as well. Solo versus solo. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness here, guys. Team 17 versus Team 20. You can see Mavericks is going against Anteiku, taking out Codine. Last 2 men standing for Team 24. TLQs, Mafia going against TLQs. AKAZAYA is taking the knocks against Souls. So many vehicle eliminations as well. What? Knifing as well. Taking out Matu, so the last man standing would be Luzuma. Luzuma running for his life out here, guys. Trying to make a peace at ends. Not sure what we just witnessed there, but anyways, I think they just got a squad down, so that was like a victory. Left and right shift over there. And DEFCON's going against Team Gort. There's 21 teams alive and 71 remaining. And there it is, guys. WP Tony taking out the solo man for Team Apex, TPP. And with that, we are down to just 20 teams and 70 remaining. 69 remaining. The count just keeps on lowering. However, the team count seems to be very stagnant. And Team 12's Nexus being taken out over here around in Shelter. Now, Shelter is a place, you definitely get surrounded very easily. Getting down to Shelter is definitely a very risky position. Last man standing for Team Defcons over here. Last man standing for Team 12 as well. T4s versus Defcons are at it one more time. And here it is, guys, a shift being taken from Team T4s. Trying to make sure that, he revives his teammates. At least there would be more manpower against Team 9's solo man. And as we speak, we can see a grenade being taken over. Ooh, what is happening here? What is happening here? Solo man, Team 17, Tony, was trying to be a bit toxic over there, but did not connect the punches over there. And with that, he was able to get 5 eliminations already, and with a beautiful knock over there. How are teams mastering shotguns like that? What? Did he just wipe a whole squad? Another squad? And with that, guys, we can definitely see WP solo man is thriving on his own there. And now moving on to Team VEs over here. VEs are not in a good position because we got TLKs right behind their tails, and their vehicle seems to be a bit of, well, let's just say smoked up. We're down to 16 teams and just 58 remaining. The circle is still enclosing in, so we're not quite certain as to where the zone could be shifted in. But it's a beautiful, perfect circle. Would you look at that? Almost all of the teams are heading towards the safe zone, so Tida being taken out. AKZs versus DKZs. Okay, AKAZAYA is going against Alena and takes down Swaggy as well. Team 21 leading with 5 eliminations already. We're down to 16 teams and 56 remaining. Alright, let's take a closer view into Team 19's POV over here. Now, when you stay in apartments, it's very kind of risky. Obviously, if you have mastered the nukes in every corners when it comes to apartments and how strategically you can approach teams who are holding on to apartments, that's completely fine. But if you're someone, an amateur who's trying to make it out safe, I wouldn't be recommending apartments, that's for certain. YS seems to be keeping the VS as a mastery gun. That's a very rare gun that not everyone uses the gun. Right, so we can see V is going against TLQs as we speak. Taking out Sharon over here. Last man standing, Russia TLQ, and let's see, Russia seems to be somewhat further away from his team members. Let's see if he's able to avenge his friend's death. There's definitely going to be a rush against Team 16's last man standing, Russia TLQ. And here it is, guys, as we speak, the rush is incoming. Flanking is Chris towards the right side to see if he can take a diagonal approach against the last man standing Russia. And here it is, guys, a couple of more shots being taken out at the last man. Is it me, or do you guys also see the head being popped out of the vehicle? Anyways, we can see IRC taking out ex-Gyro and Frames as well. And with that, we can see Dizzy knocking out IRC's Adios, a vehicle elimination, and with that, Chatu was able to give the complete wipeout. And they were able to secure 4 eliminations and get down to just 14 teams and 47 remaining. Who do you think will be able to get the final chicken dinner form? We can see TLQ is going against the VEs. Russia is definitely in deep trouble because look at that, a whole squad is coming right at his lair and it's not gonna look really good for him. And here it is, guys, the spray coming at it against Storm. And now he just exposed himself, his locations. A beautiful knock over here against Perfect. Russian is last HP is left. Let's see if he does confirm the kill, however. But he doesn't have enough time to heal himself. And with that, we're down to just 13 teams and 44 remaining. Team TLQ taking out Chris over here. So we can see LHC is being, there are a couple of people who are going out because of the zone. Now TLQ's last 2 men standing, Action and Ruchi. Let's see if they have enough time to revive their team members. Still stagnant with 13 teams, however, and 43 remaining. Team WP's solo man Tony over here. 8 eliminations already. He's just chilling, it's as if he's playing a classic right now. Literally, now I feel like since they have enough elimination points already, feels like, he's trying to play safe, more leaning towards getting the placement points rather somehow. Even though you don't have almost all of your team members, try to make ends meet, however, as a solo man, just like how WP's solo man is trying to play it out here. Now moving on to AKAZAYA's POV over here, we can see how they were able to take down Team EQZ. They completely wiped off Team EQZs over here. Now going against at it is VE Nostra. Nostra is not in a good position there, buddy. And with that last 2 men standing for Team VE would be just Pega and Nostra, so surviving is very, very crucial. But would you look at that Team 21's AKAZAYA, I feel like they're going in straight in for a rush. We're down to 12 teams and 38 remaining. We are still in stage 2 and I feel like, Erangel is concluding quite soon. The fight is intense when it comes to apartments over here. Kena being knocked out over here. Knocks after knocks, and we are down to just... we're not down to 11 teams, my bad. I thought we would be down 11 teams. The remaining count, however, seems to be lowering second by second. Team 22 over here. Solo Man would be again B, and he was able to wipe out teams over teams in apartments with 1 elimination though. So we're down to last 10 teams and taking... Wait, what just happened there? What just took place there? Team 22 leading with 2 elimination points already, and we're down to 10 teams and just 29 remaining. The zone has circled it, guys. But look at that zone. It's so... it doesn't look like a good, pretty zone right now because it's going to be an open field battle. There's going to be teams on either sides, and right in the middle we got the water as well, the waterways. People are using boats to get into the safe zone. We can see 2 of the teams are still in the school apartments. However, we're still in stage 3, so the zone is not going to be that critical. But when it comes to stage 4, teams needs to make sure that they get into the zone safely because the countdown seems to be quite accelerating very, very fast. So Team 21 AKAZAYA is going against Team VE's duos over here. Let's see if it's going to be a duo versus squad, or would it be a squad versus a duo wipeout. Team AKAZAYA is rushing into Team VE's over here. And I feel like, I feel the pressure right now. I feel how tense Team VE could be. Because AKAZAYA is literally dominating. Pega in his last HP as well and almost had enough and he was able to take down the knee. Now it is up to Nostra to save the day or break the day. And here comes Team AKAZAYA, guys, and he was able to take down Nostra. And we're down to the last 19 and 27 remaining. But look at that, Team 13 overlooking into Team AKAZAYA over here. Now they're in a really good position, camping the bridge means, easy to get a couple of more elimination points. And we are still, we will be closing in to stage 4 in about just 13 seconds left, 10 seconds left. Now the real show is about to start with just 19 left, 27 remaining. We'll be heading into stage 4 of the final match of the day. Now, almost all of the teams somehow need to, manage to get through the bridge. Now, this is a really good call to safeguard the bridge because definitely you could get a couple of more eliminations. There's going to be a lot of teams that might surpass through the bridge, unless, of course, they decide to use waterways. But using the waterways means, risk is comparatively very higher. Team AKAZAYA leading the total of 12 points over here already. Let's see if they're able to keep up the same momentum throughout the match and win a chicken dinner, or would it be the complete opposite? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you're rooting for. Still stagnant with 19s and 27 remaining though. Now teams, we can see just one team on the northern side, and the rest of the teams I feel like, are gonna be very heavier towards the southern side. But look at this. What if the zone decides to tilt towards the northern side? That's going to be a complete plot twist now. However, we still got the solo man out here in the northern side as well. Let's see if he's able to give us a complete magic show as well. Alright, so we can see 4K is finally going at it against here, guys. 2 elimination points already. However, we're still stagnant with 9 teams. Almost had him over there. And here it is, a bait coming over from the bridge, and it is going to be completely advantageous for Team 8, Team 4K. But just in a minute and 20 seconds left for this zone to close into stage 5, teams need to make sure that they get into the zone safely, or else that will be the end of discussion for them. However, the zone we can see has shifted towards the southern part of the match. Now, whoever who was in the northern side, it's going to be very disadvantageous for them. Well, technically they have noticed Team 22, and Team 22, B, in his last HP, was able to somehow survive it miraculously. We're down to just last 8 teams and 25 remaining. Team AKAZAYA is leading with 12 eliminations already. Let's see, they're right behind the tail of Team 23. But I think they lost sight of Team 23, so they're not really certain as to where exactly he's at. We got the rest of the team members swimming across to the other side. Now that's a very good strategy. They've got 2 men swimming and they got 2 men on land, just to make sure that, not all of them would be killed in one wipe. That's a really good strategy. I'm giving complete props for them on that. Alright, so we got Team GG's Team 18 over here. I'm not in a really good position, being barbecued alive. Why would you do that, guys? And with that, they were able to take down almost all of the team members of Team 18. Last man standing for Team 18. Let's see what sort of show we're about to witness over here, guys. Nobody. What? Now that is exactly how a competitive field should be played out here, guys. AKAZAYA is leading with 15 elimination points already, and a spray going against Mavericks as well. Confidently, they're walking across the maps. I mean, even when it comes to Sanhok, Erangel, Miramar, they're super confident when it comes to taking fights. This is something, a skill that rest of the teams should build up as well. Right, so we're down to just last 16s and 15 remaining teammate over here. Team 4K is leading with 4 elimination points already. In just a minute and 40 seconds left for the zone to close in to stage 6. And teams will definitely be heading towards the safe zone. It's going to be a complete open field of a battle, guys. Now, this is exactly what you need to see and how, learn how, an open field could be played out by these competitive teams over here. Nigage being knocked out over here. Teams are using smokes, any possible vehicles to somehow give a cover give a cover for their team. Now we got the rest of the team. AKAZAYA swimming across as well. We got Molly and Mahu, Maha, right? Being knocked completely wiped off, completely. We're down to the last 5 teams, with just 12 remaining. It's going to be an open field battle as well. Which team are you rooting for, guys? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and support the team that you're rooting for. Your support is very crucial for this team to see who and how much of a support that they're receiving. Last man for Team 22 manages to still survive, though. That's insane. Plot twist. What if Team 22's last man, B, is able to get the victory home? I'm not certain he's quite aware that Team 19 is right below him. And he just noticed, guys, with that he gives a perfect spray. However, he was not able to confirm a knock over here. And I think Aim should be knocked out right now, given that he's in his last health as well. There's no survival over here, guys. With just 25 seconds left for the zone to close in to stage 6. Aim in his last HP as well. So is B from Team 22. Team 19, Team 22. The positions are not looking good. AKAZAYA is being shot as well. 4Ks are definitely having the upper hand here, given that they're guarding towards the shore, making sure that they should be able to get a couple of elimination points. And with that, they were able to confirm 6 elimination points. We're down to last 3 teams. Team 4Ks dominating the last maps over here, guys. Team 4Ks TLQs versus, I believe, should be GG, if I'm not mistaken. Taking out Dani. Sorry, AKAZAYA. So we're down to last 2 teams, guys, in the blink of an eye. How the hell did that happen? Team TLQ versus Team 4K. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also support which team you're rooting for. Would it be Team 4K or would it be Team TLQ? Who would be able to bring the victory home? Phoenix being knocked out here. But I think the revive should go on unless, of course, and here comes the rush by action. Your aim in a very completely different angle, making sure that he gives support simultaneously for his team as well. We got Shimi overlooking his potential threats as well. Let's see. I mean, comparatively, both teams have almost all of their members alive. However, Team 4K is in a very disadvantageous position, given that 2 of their members are knocked out. And here comes the rush against Team 4K. Chan being knocked out, and Pure Aim. Let's see, Pure. What the hell just happened there? What just happened there? Well, that was complete domination over there by Team TLQs, being able to get the victory home for the final match of the day of your map Erangel, with a total of 10, 11, 12 eliminations, and leading behind their tail would be Team 4K with a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 eliminations. And at hashtag 3, we got Team AKAZAYA, and hashtag 4, we got Team GG's, hashtag 5, we've got Team B's as well with 2 elimination points. Now moving on to team 6, hashtag 6, we got team VE Mavericks as team 7, GG's one more time, and hashtag 8. would be IRC, hashtag 9 would be SOL, and hashtag 10 we've got VEs who are not able to keep up with the same momentum as previously, but better next time, guys. And hashtag 11 we got WPs, hashtag 12 DDXs, and hashtag 13 we got EQZs, hashtag 14 stands TLQs again, and hashtag 15 we got Gyro's team as well over here. Hashtag 16 we got LFEQZs. Hashtag 17, we got the T-Force. Hashtag 18, we got UNX. And hashtag 9 stands DEFCONs. Hashtag 20, we got ANTEIKU. And hashtag 21, we got Apex. And hashtag 22, we got VE Mafia Gang. So there you have it, guys. This is a complete showdown of all the 22 teams being played out ruthlessly. But before we head straight on to overall standings, we will be right back um, after a quick short break. All right, so now let's take a quick look at the final standings after four intense maps of high energy driven Octane PUBG mobile action. So at the very top, we can definitely see hashtag one EQZ Esports battling it out against all odds with a total of 60 points. VE Esports hashtag 2 with 51 points, and team hashtag 3 would be LF AKAZAYA with 47 points. And hashtag 4 stands IRC with 43 points, 4 Knights with 34 points, DDX with 29 points, TLQ Victory X with 28 points, Defcons with 21 points, RBUs with 19, along with Mavericks as well, Grenade Gang with 18 points, Team with the PAPPA with 17 points, Decimation with 12 points, Anteikus with 12, Anteikus with 11, and GG No Fear with 10 points, UNX Esports with 8, Apex with 7, Team X Force with 6, along with Mafia Gang 6, Team 4 6 as well, Team Domination with 2 points, and Sons of Lawns with 1 point each. However, when you take the winning teams up with a chicken dinners points, of course, we can see EQZ's VE Esports, DDX Esports, and TLQ Victory X were able to stand against odds with a total of, not a total of, rather, with all of the chicken dinners they were able to win. They've also secured placement points, but let's not forget the amount of kill points that they achieved. And LFEQ, these esports, were a domination over there in the map of Miramar. But yeah, so that's it, guys. All of the teams battled it out with everything they had, and now it will be Team LFEQZ who walks away with the prize pool and bragging rights for Toxic B Paid League Season 7. A massive shout out to all the teams who participated and to our viewers who stayed till the final zone. You guys were the real MVPs. Now, this is your caster JLo signing off from the battlegrounds. Until next time, stay cracked and keep grinding. GG's and peace out. Let's not also forget to give our regards to Slayer as well. So there you have it, guys. There you have it, folks. Have a blessed night.